Hello and welcome to a thoughts video on Reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon. After dying in a traffic accident, I find myself standing near an unfamiliar lake. My body won't move, I can't hear my voice. And when I try to shout in confusion words that I never expected to come out, get one free with a winner. It seems I've turned into a vending machine. I can only do what actual vending machines do. It's impossible to move by myself, and there's no way for me to have a meaningful conversation. How am I going to survive some fancy world's dungeon like this? And that's the thought everybody had going into this. It's 12 episodes, 24 minutes long. It aired between July 5th and September 20th. Studios Gokumi, producers Nippon Television Network, and a few others. This is based off a light novel, big surprise, adventure, comedy, fantasy. And the whole idea comes from how the main character is a vending machine. And it's actually not too bad. I give it spoilers, of course. If you like trash isekai, go watch it. I'll tell you the score at the end. So this is Boxo. I watched it in sub. I don't Hakun, whatever. It's Boxo. His name's Boxo. They call him Boxo. He's the main character. He is only a vending machine, but he can transform into different vending machines, and they call him magical item. And it gets played out real fast unless you like the whole concept, and then it's kind of entertaining. Every episode is some new little adventure that he goes on with his friend Lemis. I don't know. I only read in subtitles. Very strong, very strong. She can carry Boxo. She's Boxer's partner, stuff like that. And then their friend, Hirukuma, we'll be seeing a few episodes in. There's more characters, but I'll be honest with you, they're not the appeal of the show. Hell, the worst episode is like episode 10, 9, where you meet this one side character, and he's just annoying. He's truly the more annoying character, and his gimmick is that he's too shy to talk in front of more than 3 people. But he's a really good fighter. He's more annoying than anything in this show to me. The whole plot is that he gets reincarnated as a vending machine. He gets found from this lake by Lemis. She takes him to the sea. They put coins in because he can say please insert coins. Spits out food, and they all figure out real fast it's magic item. Give him coins, he'll give you food. He also can give you free food. He's not like you don't have to pay for it if he doesn't want you to. They go and save Lumi. Well, Boxer gets kidnapped with Hulumi, whatever her name is, the other friend, and they go save Boxo and her. And that's about halfway through the show. And then Boxo goes on adventures with this group of misfits. I forget what they call them. And then Boxo gets taken away, like, because of plot reasons or story reasons. He fights this monster creatively. And it has a little bit of action. That's not the appeal, so don't go into it like there's some fight scenes. There's like 2, 3 that are worth looking at. And then they're not really great. It's just something to keep the plot moving forward. And they fight and explore this whole world, having fights throughout the stratum, which is just like different layers on this dungeon kind of thing. They live in the dungeon. The whole world is in the dungeon, it seems like. At least what we see. They don't really go into big explanations of like how it works or anything like that. So you just have to like go with it. It's like, oh, we're gonna go to this. The last few episodes are like we're gonna go to this spooky stratum where like there's zombies and skeletons and ghosts, and they fight this big bad monster at the end, which turns out to be like a demon lord, and it's interesting. I'm just amazed at how it can keep my attention. I really thought I was gonna drop it, and I did kind of drop it after like 2 episodes. I'm like, it's what you expect. It's a isekai about a vending machine. It's trash isekai. Entertaining nonetheless. There are trash isekai that's good, and there's trash isekai that's bad. This one tends to be on the good side. It's entertaining. It's a very fast-paced story. So you're not here just sitting Even when you're just with there in Boxo's head, because he can't really talk, but he has this internal monologue, and you hear it. Even when you're just sitting there, it's still entertaining enough. Like when he does stuff, when he says stuff, yeah, his upgrades, changing different vending machines. That's probably the more of the appeal for the first half, and then later on, it's all the like one note side characters, but likable, and his relationship with his female friend Lemus, it's very sweet, and it's actually pretty okay in all honesty. It got announced for season 2. Of course, it got announced for season 2. It's not told when it's coming out, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. Why not, right? Why not? It's original story by Kuma Hiru. I do not know if that's right. And then there's director on the save screen for actual name. I wasn't even gonna try to pronounce had that pronunciated, but it's okay. I do give it a 4 out of 10. So it's not, it's slightly less than average, because at the beginning all I can think about is like, well, we get introduced to how there's something else in this world like what he is, and it can walk and talk, but ends up they tend to be violent because you forced a soul into this machine. And that's what they think Boxer is, a soul in a machine. But Boxer is not forced in it. He is just that thing. So it's like, I was like, okay, they're going to come up. I didn't expect them to get like a human body, but I expected them to come up with a way for him to talk to them more than just yes and no. They come up with a very quick way of like, say this for yes, say this for no, and that's the way you communicate. And you can transform, of course. And they pick up on that. That's good. If they dwelled on like the communication part, it'd be more annoying because we would understand it and they would not. And it's like there's some disconnect here. Just make it happen. But it's more of a, the amount of this miscommunication between these him and everyone else isn't very much, but the moments do matter when it does. And I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just, for example, later on in the show, there's just one boy that's a zombie. You find out in this stratum, the spooky stratum, that's very, most of the monsters are actually like based off of or have human souls connected, like zombies, skeletons, stuff like that. They're very much in awe and want to be human. They're not, most of them, some of them aren't monsters. They're not, they're just, some of them aren't evil. They are all monsters. And this zombie boy comes to like put a coin into him because he's seen other people do it. And one of the friends, or one of the crew he's traveling with, ends up destroying the zombie boy, which is very like, and like Boxer's mad. Boxer's furious because he screams out, "Just don't do it," or "No." What we know, what they know, they understand us no, and it's just, it's interesting. They don't understand that or why he's doing that, but he understands. He's not. He talks about it like, I'm not gonna be mad at him because he doesn't know that. To him, it's just another. To Boxo, they're not really monsters. They're just other beings with soul attached. Other things with souls attached. It's very interesting. It's actually not bad. I think the strength of this is very much the love of vending machines. Like, the vending machines do a lot. He saves someone using oxygen. He has this barrier that he gets a special power that keeps out everything if he wants it to. He uses that for a lot of tricks. The love of the main character besides him, Lemus, is she's very sweet. She's very innocent. She makes everything like very, with the side characters of being very not great people, like they're all trying to get ahead in their own way, which is okay, but her not being that type of way is very nice, and so she's a breath of fresh air. Its strength is definitely the main two, her, him, and exploring the worlds. The fighting the stratum bosses, which is like, they appear every once in a while, and stratums are in these levels of dungeons, what stratums are, and it's interesting. I hope for season 2 that they commit to the main two characters being in this group. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Maybe we can explain better. The main two characters being in the group of these people. They are kind of now, but it's like in and out and out. And I really, really hope that they would give him a way to talk that's not just yes or no. I expect the jukebox to be the way he does it. He control what plays at what time, and he can basically make a sentence from music he's heard. And that would be cool. I thought that was how it's going to go, but it's not. He becomes a jukebox, but he can't control it like that. He can play music. I was hoping for him to figure out some smart way or some ability, because he uses telekinesis. He uses a few other things like magical powers. Why can't he talk? Whatever. I didn't expect him to have a human body. But I do hope they. But the big goal in the end for all of these people and to get to the very end of the dungeon is to like get a human body for Boxo. That's his goal. Oh, Lamus' his goal. Hopefully they just come out with a way to talk. I want the side characters to be a lot of them. Some of them have their own little episode. I don't think those episodes are good. I think those are the weakest episodes of the show. Let's come back. Let's like dial those back. Half an episode. Usually Boxer is still a prominent part of those, but your side characters aren't your strengths. Well, most of your side characters aren't your strengths. I don't like the band of gluttons. They're all the same personality, which is fine because they're just cutesy little like animals. But at the same time, they get overplayed real fast, even in their own episode. I'm like, all right, let's dial this back. Let's calm down on this. The ones where the characters get like half an episode to shine and then they move on, those are good. If they want to commit to this way of telling the story of like they're gonna have to fight these monsters, do this, do that, that's gonna be fine. But you gotta have something else for Boxer. Boxer's gonna have to get some kind of major upgrade. Maybe he can't talk, but he can walk around. Cause he came up with wheels. Why can't he come up with legs? I'm sure there's some vending machine out there that's a shape of robot that can slightly move, and if he can do it, whatever, that'd be cool. That's what I hope to see. Nah, it's a good little bit trashy guy, good trashy guy story that I enjoy. I only recommend if you like those kind of stories. If you do not, it's not something to go and write home about. It's not the be all end all isekai. It's just meh in the best way I can say that. The meh of the meh. And it's enjoyable for it. And that, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Like the video if you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.